Warfare Academy in Elmhurst, Illinois. I'm going to show you guys some deep half guard entries that I use. I'm not a huge deep half guard player, but it comes in handy very good in some certain situations. Some escapes, they go into them well in the deep half when I've used it. I'm going to show the first one's going to be a mount, and then I'm going to do back control, getting into deep half. Okay, so this one's a little technical. So we're going to start in the mount. So first thing first, well, like I care about my students getting out of this position before anything and just having good arm positioning. Okay, if my arms are out wide, I'm already going to lose this battle, especially if he starts walking the knees up. Okay, I mean, there's some fancy stuff I could do to throw my legs over, but we're not all going to do that. So what I need to do, I got to beat her to the punch here. Okay, I got to keep my elbows in, just blocking my from any chokes if she tries to go collar in, stuff like that. I just want to block. Now, when I bridge, it's not like I'm just using, muscle and just pushing off the floor. I go fast. I use it as like fast twitch muscles. I go on right away. Okay, so when the person's bigger than you or they have really good control, you have to get them to move. Okay, she's smaller than me, it's easier for me to get her to move. However, if we're rolling, if she's staying heavy, I still have to put that force into it. Okay, so once I do that quick, like bridge, real quick, okay, I come up and I go to the left, and I like to straighten out my left leg. Now, one thing I showed today to my class is how I keep my elbows and my forearm like underneath her thigh. Okay, I'm not just pushing her knee down like this. Her knee's gonna win this battle. Exactly. Okay, so what I do, I try to push up and away. Okay, I push down and away, and I try to bring my knee underneath. Okay, it's harder to do this slow, but I'm gonna try my best. Okay, so we push, I bring my knee in, I push over, and I just get like a hook in, like a butterfly hook. Okay, now, again, I'm coming from getting mounted. This is a lot better of the positioning that I'm at. So now if I get this hook in, especially people with shorter legs, it's gonna be easier for them to get this hook. Now, what I do from here, I'm gonna just kind of elevate her a little bit as much as I can and push so I can get my right arm underneath her body. Okay, so there's a hole right here. This is where I'm gonna throw my right arm. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of lift up, and at the same time, I'm gonna bring my hips underneath her. Okay, so I'm gonna move my hips to the right as I throw her legs up on my shoulder. I'm not using my biceps, it's on my shoulder as I'm using this leg. So there's a lot that's going on. I kick up, I start swimming underneath. See how my right leg goes underneath? And I could go right on top. So this is the other step. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna start going for the deep half. Okay, now, what I do next all counts on what she's doing. Yeah, so what I like to do from here, it's a little technique that I like doing, okay? I like to hook underneath. Okay, what that does is to keep her from staying heavy. This is what I don't want her to stay heavy. Okay, now what I need to do with my left hand, I'm not gonna leave it out doing deep half. I could get key locked, I could get kimura, I could get underhooked, and I'm gonna lose this position. What I could do, I like to come under and I'll hide my hand under her thigh. Okay, just like this. Okay, now, say I didn't get the hook yet. This is all I'm doing. And now I'm kind of like leg pummeling. And I'm just going to put this hook in. I could swing her to my left if I want. Now, just to get her off balance, usually she's going to push back into me. As she does that, I'm going to lift my right leg up and pull hard with my right. Now, as I come up, I'm going to bring my left knee close to my right knee. Okay? I don't want to come up so she could get deep half guard. So I'm going to put my left knee right in her hip. So I come up and I collapse my legs together. Okay? I could keep my hand underneath on the belt. And now we have passes from here. Okay? So let's do that again. It's easier to do as we do it a little faster. But these techniques it is little detail, very important. Okay, so we're here, I beat her to the punch, come in, and you see how I move my leg and I flatten it. A lot of people keep their knees in, and I'm like, you're just pushing your thigh into their knee. You see what I mean? I'm not pushing her. So if I'm straight here, I could go underneath and just get that hook in. Now I have to react. I'm not going to sit here so she could cross face me all day, but I have a little bit more time. And again, I got to get my hips, rotate them towards her and go underneath her. So I lift with my left, I go underneath. Now I got to push the bottom of her butt on my shoulder, okay? As I come underneath her. And then I just let her leg go right in between. I hide my leg. I get the lower hook in now with my lower leg. Just like this, so she can't stay heavy. I could go one way. If not, now I'd rock. I could kick up if I want to keep both legs together. Pull down. I go right into a nice side control, half guard. Okay. Now, I don't want her to get half guard, actually. You see how I hide my leg here? If I do this, she could trap my leg. Again, it's little movements. But when I come up, all I do is I win the foot battle. And then I could stay and keep that leg away. Okay? I'll do this one a little faster. So we do the side control, mount. She has a good control. I block. I come up. I push. Come underneath. And we're in the deep half. Hide my arm. Rock her forward. Kick up. Right on the top. Okay, so that's a lot of movements, but at the same time, very doable, okay? That's what I've used before. I like pushing their legs up on my shin. They have something in between, so they just don't crush me. Now, this one, I'm gonna show it just a few times, is from back control, okay? If she has my back. So, I'm gonna go towards, since she has her arm over, she's pointing like an arrow to tell me I have to go to the left. Okay, what I'm doing with my right hand, I'm not cupping. I showed this in some earlier videos. I'm not just cupping down with my hands like this because she could still get the collar choke. Yes, okay? So if I do this with my hand, I'm just switching thumb down. Now she grabs my collar, she's not gonna choke. Okay, so once I do this, I can start falling to the side. Okay, as I start falling to the side, again, I gotta start looking up to the ceiling and kick my leg straight as I'm holding the arms. See how it pops the hook off? Okay, it's in my other videos, like I said, but I come out. Now, once I come here to try to get up, most of the time, she's gonna wanna come up. And all I do is I go right into the deep half. Same objective now, same finish. Okay, let's do it again. I've used this one at black belt level. A guy tried to have my back. He didn't have the hooks in. He had one hook in, and this was a no-gi, but this is the exact thing that I did, and I got in a good position, and it ended up being a really good match. So this, I try to look at this a lot. You got to think of a move ahead of your partner. I know I'm escaping the back, but she should know that if I'm getting out, she needs to come on top, or else I'm just going to get inside control on her, okay? So it's just one step at a time, okay? So once again, this grip is this grip. So now it's going to be harder for her to choke me other than just doing this, okay? So I'm coming down now. Now I try to keep my elbows inside her body if I can, okay? Now I fall to the left, start looking up, kick my legs straight so I can pop that hook off. Now, as I'm here, I got to make a decision, okay? She could do a quick baseball slide on me, or she could mount me if I don't react. So what I normally do, look, I just go underneath and I get my hips underneath her at the same time. This one's even easier than the other one. Okay, and this hook here, you could elevate. You could elevate. You could do a lot of stuff with this. You could come underneath, take the back, bam. There's some really cool stuff you could do with that hook. So those are a few of my deep half guard entries that I like to do, since I don't like to play that kind of game, but I know a lot of my students do. So thanks for listening.
Good.